Are we on?
We're going.
Definitely everybody's mic on. I always stress about this with the guests. Lovely.
Welcome to the podcast. We're just going to introduce right off the bat.
That's crazy.
Because we've never done it. And that's why we have to keep that's why we have to keep people on their toes.
This week on Mike and Vittorio's Guide to Parenting, a comedian who has been nominated for various awards and won.
No, I've not been nominated
the skinny
for many
one,
awards.
The skinny one?
Yeah,
Did you
they
win a skinny
invented
one?
an award to give to me.
That's good. That's even better.
Is it?
That's
no,
even
it is
better.
good. That's nice, isn't
to have
it?
an award made for you.
That's really good.
That's
like,
really
no one
good.
else has given this guy an award.
Yeah.
So we it's embarrassing at this point.
A fantastic stand-up comedian.
Brilliant stand-up.
A good deadlifter.
Oh, thank you.
One of, could I say one of...
That's what I won an award for, actually.
A Southall crony?
At the Edinburgh Fringe, you won World's Strongest
Southall crony?
Comedian.
Listen, Mike, I'm the OG Southall boy. When
You're
I see
Southall's prize pig?
when I see other comics doing the Southall shtick,
Shit. You were about to say shit and you were right.
I
The
feel
Southall
like
bullshit.
I feel like
Nobody's in-
Oppenheimer, shaking, saying, "Oh, what have I done?"
Yeah.
Because I was the OG comic sign up to
Were you the
Southall.
first one?
I was the
Because
first.
he's
His
had
first
Alfie
one.
Brown, he's had
Yes,
you,
after-
Adam Rowe for a
Yeah,
bit.
all of them after
Jacob
me.
Hawley,
I was
myself,
numero uno.
Mike tried.
I know Mike got sacked.
I think I got 3 days in with Southall.
You missed 3 Zoom calls.
And you know what? Yeah, but and this was and to be fair, this was
That's the easy part.
and also because in reality, what the thing was is like I didn't want to do it. And second off, then when and then he tried to like scold me. He's like, "No, that's not." And I was just like, "Who the fuck are you, brother?" No, if you're Alex Ferguson, you don't give me the hairdryer. I'm an arm around the shoulder guy. That's how you get the best out of me.
That's so true.
Man management.
That's so unbelievably.
Yeah.
That's the most self-aware I've ever seen you.
Yeah, I'm actually very quite self-aware
You
person.
respond
but-
to the carrot.
You said this to me recently. I think as someone who walks around my flat once a week and empties entire everything.
No.
from his
I'm not
pockets.
spatially aware and like I can zone out, but I'm very.
You're not physically self-aware.
No,
but
but I'm on top.
emotionally-
I'm very aware of my own.
You're a clumsy man.
Shortcomings. I am. Yeah.
I'm a very clumsy man. I'm always covered in bruises and shit. And my wife's like, "Where is that from?"
I'm conscious
like,
of where that you're.
I don't know. Oh, that's going to go
mug
over
of
at some
cola
point. The
drink
cola's
is-
going to go over. Is this an
No, it
expensive
can't
rug?
be. It's a nice rug. We don't want.
It's actually a bad. It's like clumsy and autism are very, very uncomfortable bedfellows, aren't they?
Is are you? Oh, because I'm clumsy and he's autistic, and then are you clumsy?
I'm clumsy and autistic.
Oh,
No, I'm definitely clumsy. I don't know about autistic. I'm not
No,
sure.
you
I
don't
don't think
strike me
so.
as autistic at all.
I love playing chess, and I can sit there for like 4 hours and play chess and not really think about or do anything
But so
else,
I-
which is pretty autistic behaviour. And I do love trains.
Can I tell you about a train I went on at the weekend
How specific are you going to
between
get?
Lynmouth and Linton?
Right.
This is crazy. We did 10 minutes on this train yesterday. On this water powered train, you
It's
cannot.
powered by
Buzzing.
water.
Mike, you go home.
It's called the
and Vittorio.
funicular railway.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Do it.
And at the top,
Yeah.
so it's 2 carriages. It's a 500-foot cliff.
Yep.
50% incline. And it just goes...
And it goes
straight
up and down.
And it's, and there's 2 carriages.
Like a gondola sort of thing.
And at the bottom of the carriage
Not
is
at
a
all.
700-gallon tank of water.
I've been on one of these.
At the
I
top,
think.
they fill up the water all the way, and they empty out a bit at the bottom. And the
Wow.
gravity just pulls the other one up.
Wow, that
You
is
don't
cool.
give a fuck, Liam. I
Mike,
know
you're
you
so
don't.
wrong about that specifically, and I would back you a lot of the times. I listen to the pod and think, Mike's right here, but let me tell you to your face, you're wrong. I love this shit.
About the funicular
I
railroad.
just told you I love trains.
I know,
And
but
this
that's
one's
in
powered
recent
by
memory.
gravity and water.
Yeah, that's magic.
The train is basically deadlifting itself. It's perfect.
right.
Perfect.
Zach Southall is in charge of the train. He's driving it up and down.
Choo-choo.
Well, you're no. This is podcasting. You're obviously very.
This is Liam Withnail, by the way. We never did that.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to do it at the start, and I wasn't even allowed to introduce the fucking guest.
We're here to talk about trains.
Our tattoo deadlifting, genetically Irish man, guest,
Good to clarify.
Liam Withnail.
Would you class me as a plastic paddy now?
No,
No, because you don't shite on about it.
No.
If it comes up, you'll mention it, but you're not leading with. It's not at the front.
I do sometimes like to tell people I'm Irish, though, but more I'd say it to people who I think it will wind them up for them to hear that in his accent.
So here's my thing on it, and I think Vito might be. I'll listen to Vito say it after what he thinks. I don't
something
like
about trains, probably.
He'll probably come in with something. He'll be back to the
That's
funicular
my
railway.
problem with Ireland. There's not enough good
the
trains.
Fanula Railway or something. Yeah.
So my thing is, I don't like the term plastic paddy. I don't like this kind of superiority. People that grew up on the island of Ireland are like, they're not really Irish. But it's like, well, if you had kids in England, and if I have kids in England, well, they'll be told pretty much that they're Irish, and then they'll grow up being like, I'm Irish, and then people will be like, plastic paddies. I'm like, what is your problem if people identify if that's what their heritage is?
Especially when you
fuck up.
You obviously don't want to be English, right?
Yeah.
So, like, surely that's a good
If
thing.
you can avoid being English. I said about the Quebec people in Canada. If you have a choice to not be French, don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Avoid being French.
I've got a free pass to not be English, which is very good.
In my mind, I'm not. I just don't like this thing where people are like, you're plastic paddy or all this stuff. It's just like, well, sure, let them. If Oasis say they're Irish, guess what, babies?
This is
you're
Mike's
Irish.
thing. If they're class.
If they're class.
Right.
And I have
You're
this-
class, Liam
Oh,
Withnail.
wow. That's the official Mike Rice seal of approval.
Tommy Robinson, who I do believe is of Irish descent.
He's class.
He's English.
His name's
English.
Stephen Yaxley Lennon.
Yeah,
he's
Stephen
like half
Yaxley Lennon.
French. He's
Yeah.
not right. He's not Irish. Come on,
It's
to
like a
fuck.
left mid for hips.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so even Kyla, our friend Kyla, does a little bit online, which I think is funny. Even Irish people in Ireland that you don't like, I think we can just start saying
McGregor's a
they're
Brit.
English. Yeah, McGregor is British.
Yeah.
We've
Although I
decided.
do think that people should be. Your father should have been as brave as Cillian Murphy, and the moment his kids started speaking with an English accent, get them
Is
back.
that what he did?
That's why he moved back to Ireland.
Also, he has about
excommunicated,
£20 million pounds.
And does he
Which
not
is
have
what
a lot,
helps.
20 million children as well? Doesn't he? He has a lot of kids.
Killian.
Yeah.
I'd say he has about 4, I'd
I
say.
thought he
I'd
had like
guess.
7 kids or something.
Ooh,
I doubt
would
that.
be interested
Can
to
we-
know
let's find that
the
out.
crack on Cillian. How many has Cillian Murphy sired?
But you know that Killian is like, he's a fertile man. You can see it in his,
He's only a
beautiful
little
blue
fella.
eyes.
Oh, he is actually a little fella, but he has such a massive head.
2.
2! Ah, Jesus.
We
That was so
Yeah. We
So
fucked it very
wrong.
badly. But I knew it wasn't 7. That's
Can you look up who I was
1960
thinking
shit.
of instead? If you could do that, please.
But so
Raheem Sterling, Boris Johnson,
Yeah, he's a plastic paddy.
Brendan Gleeson has a rake of kids, and lots of them are actors.
how many does he have?
5. I'm going to be wrong.
Get Brendan Gleeson's kick counts. I think he might only
Brendan
have.
Gleeson's kid count is a great phrase.
I honestly think he might only have the 2, and they're both.
No, it's Brian Donald.
Oh, Brian Donald, yeah.
There's another one. I just heard him interviewed recently, and he was talking about like being like overly harsh on his kids when they were playing sport when they were young, and he tried to he's very competitive with his kids. I love that
Yeah.
clip of Donald Gleeson. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Where Donald Gleeson and Brendan Gleeson were nominated for the same acting award.
Oh, yeah.
And Brendan Gleeson won, but Brendan wasn't at the award ceremony, so Donald Gleeson had to go accept an award.
Oh, and is
that
Donald
he
younger as
lost.
well?
Donald's the child. He had to go accept
yeah.
an award on behalf of his dad
Oh,
that
right.
he lost out to.
Wow, that's
and
messed up.
And he's like, "Fuck you." This is like, it's really,
That's
really
nice.
good. How many's
How
Brendan
many?
cooking with? 4.
4.
That's nice.
That's not bad. What are the other 2 useless cunts doing? The other 2 non-talented Gleesons. Imagine being one of those fuckers. Because I saw the 3 of them.
No, Brian did Frank of Ireland, which is a really bad TV show.
Why did call now? And this is the only time I'll ever do this to you that you do to me all the time. Why are you calling Brian Brian?
Because that's how Brendan Gleeson said it in the interview.
He calls him Brian.
Yeah, I think that's because it's his name.
I know. Oh, shut the fuck up, you cheeky bastard. It doesn't come up if you Wikipedia Ifada. That's B-R-I-Fada-A-N is Brian, right? That's Irish. Brian is the English version, which is
Wikipedia
what comes up.
Also says that Oscar Wilde is British. Like, it's,
You dirty bloody Egypt. IMDb him then. It comes up Brian. I'm not saying if Brendan calls him Brian, he calls him Brian, but it's fucking spelt Brian, I'll tell you that. And I want to see this Brendan Gleeson interview. Because this might be the one shot I have of getting you mispronouncing that fucking name, you pig.
who's the lead singer of Fontaine's DC? Brian Chatton?
Huh? Oh, you're some fucking... You know how Brian is spelt. Stop being fucking intentionally obtuse.
We're quibbling over fadas.
Huh?
We're quibbling over
Well,
fadas.
Brian, you know the name Brian, which is an Irish... Some people are christened Brian, and then some people are called Brian.
Yeah.
And Brian is spelled B-R-I-A-N.
You hadn't even heard of him.
Brian Gleeson. I could tell you exactly what he's in movie-wise. I haven't heard of him. You crazy. I saw him in a play in the Olympia, you dumb fucker. I haven't heard of Brian Gleeson. He was in Phantom Thread. He was in Love Hate. He played Huey. Great character. Of course I know who Brian Gleeson is. I'm a fucking man of film.
He's a master of film.
I am a man of
He's a
film.
master
He's made
in
of film.
Made of film.
Can you tell us your original name, though? Because Withnail's a stage name.
McDonald.
McDonald.
Yes.
I think this would paper. Do you get accusations of being a plastic paddy?
Well, I did growing up, but so in Dagenham, there's a lot of Irish there, right? So my sort of family setup very common, where you'd have like English mother, Irish father, and so there was lots of kids in my school with that sort of makeup who sometimes when you'd have to fill out the forms as a census.
Yes.
Would tick Irish.
White Irish.
White
My
Irish.
favourite
Nice.
box.
And like St. Patrick's Day, they would wear all the Guinness hats and
Right.
stuff like that. And people would say you're a fucking plastic paddy, you know.
I think the Guinness hat is a real telltale
I know
sign.
someone whose birthday is St. Patrick's Day, and he says it's fucking terrible because every year the pictures is just people with Guinness hats in the background.
Yeah.
Just he's trying to have a nice pint at the pub. I just think you go to the pub and although that whole week it's
Yeah,
Guinness
and it's your
hats flat
birthday.
out.
I can't go out on my birthday because there's like English people with
What would be
Guinness hats
the
on.
worst? What would be the worst like occasion to have your birthday on? Christmas Day is obviously a terrible day to have a birthday.
Yeah, yes, unless you're Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
In which case, great.
9/11. October
9/11,
7th.
Daniel Sloss, that's his birthday.
Yeah.
Which-
October 7th now is probably...
October
That's
7th.
a bitter little date.
Yes, New Year's Eve, I think, is probably kind of sucks. Although everybody's going to be out, which is good.
Why
but then-
does New Year's Eve always stink as a night out?
Because it's hyped up too much.
Yeah,
It's the expectation.
Right.
It's amateur drinking nights.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like Christmas parties and stuff like that. It's all like people who don't really drink that
'Cause
much.
you were a
They
professional.
go- I was a professional, yes. Retired.
Fucking
I was
cool.
retired
before I was like,
retired young.
yes.
Like Michael Owen.
Yeah, no, early
No,
in my
actually,
clothes. Like
he-
Dean Ashton, who had a career-ending injury when he was on international duty.
Yeah.
That's me.
I know international duty is like a stag do.
So, because you are sober.
Yeah, that's
And you've been
correct.
sober 10?
10 days.
10 long days.
That was you last week.
That was
You're
me
like, I'm
last
off
week.
the booze for a bit. 12 days he hadn't drank.
But that was pretty. I
That
thought
is
that was
one
pretty
day at a
sick.
time. That's all good,
Yeah, I
brother.
fell off the wagon at Oasis, but you know, say la vie, brother.
it happens.
What was I going to
It's
say?
because when a stranger came up and started sort of evangelizing how good Kill Tony was, and Mike was like,
Send me
"Pint."
back to drink.
Give
Fine.
me the booze.
He was like, dude. He was like, the
And
mint.
with that having that conversation with Oasis playing in the background is my version of Room
No,
101.
this
I
was
think I
Black
would kill
Sheep
myself.
Coffee on the Wembley Way.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
even
before
worse.
he went in, he was like, he found out we're comedians. You guys are comedians, you guys. He leans in and he goes, I fucking love Kill Tony. And we were like,
Jesus
oh,
Christ.
no.
Do you like Kill Mike? Because that's what's going to happen now.
And then he goes, the thing is, the minute of material, that's got to be good. But what's even more important is how you interact with the judges after. and I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to start drinking again. I'll actually start doing heroin for the first time.
Yeah.
If
Like
I
a
could.
black coffee that doesn't sell booze, but you've just like making some out of glue in the corner.
But so you're sober 10
10
years.
years.
10 years.
Were you a kind of...
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
A round of
Thank you.
applause.
It feels weird after 10 years because it's like it's not really a thing.
A bit more
now.
passive now.
Yeah, it's like whatever. I just don't do it. But like the first year, I mean, you've just done 12 days. You know, you're fucking clinging onto fucking walls that first year.
That's
but-
right. And was it a case now you were just constantly drinking yourself into a nappy? Were you destroying relationships?
You know
Were
what?
you
I-
soiling oneself at mass? What was going on?
That actually did happen. That did happen. The last night I drank, I pissed myself. But I actually, you know what was weird? When I gave up, there was a number of people who were like, you didn't seem that bad. People say that sometimes to me.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't seem that bad. But I did drink every day to excess. And I rarely remembered going to bed. And I would wake up in the morning, I'd go, right, how am I going to drink today? That was like one of the first thoughts I would have. And I wouldn't drink first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Except the times that I did. But it wasn't very common. That would just happen every night. If I was really reeking, you know, like if I was on a big bender, then I would drink first thing in the morning. But like,
Right.
you know, people have these weird like benchmarks where you're not an alcoholic unless you I don't have vodka first thing in the morning.
Right.
And it's like, well,
You're eating your.
This is like the plastic patty thing again.
yeah. I just want to be accepted.
I'm authentically alcoholic, for the love of God.
People do want that, don't they? They wanted to hear that you were, eating your own shit out of a cat's
Well,
fucking
what they
eating bowl.
don't want to hear is you
Yes.
say something
That's
that applies
close
to them.
That's right,
And
yeah.
so one thing I noticed very early on was the people who had the biggest criticisms of like, you're not this, would often be people who fair like to drink themselves.
They're next in the queue.
Yeah, because they almost wanted, like, surely you don't have to give up unless you've, like, killed one of your relatives or something, unless you've drowned your
And
aunt.
then the guy beside him was like, no, you don't have to give up. You don't have to give up unless you've killed 2 of your relatives.
Yes. I think it's a whole family, children included, murder.
yeah.
You have to
is
kill the dog, otherwise
I
you're
mean,
just a
kill
bit of a
one
character.
relative, shame on me, you know?
But so, do you feel there was there, and I suppose you could probably been asked this a million times, was there a rock bottom?
So, like, it was a long time coming.
Right.
I think most people who are like obsessed with booze like that, they kind of know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to fantasize about going to prison because I'd be like, well, at least I'd be away from
It'd be out
alcohol.
of your hands.
Right,
Yeah.
You'd be getting stone cold sober, fully
Or making hooch in the
experiencing-
toilet.
Yeah. But I would want to go to like a nice prison where they give you PlayStations and stuff. Do
A
you know what I mean?
Scandinavian prison.
Can you apply to be like, can I go to a non-rape prison? Can I go to one where I don't
Can
get...
I go to a prison where rape's illegal?
Where rape's illegal.
Or like there's just a bit of rape, but they do have a PS5, you know? Like,
Right.
How many rapes are you taking for a PS5?
It depends what games they have.
Yeah.
And it depends what, because early release PS5, they didn't have many games on it, you know?
consent
So if
versus
you were taking
console.
a rape for that, you'd be like, God, this doesn't seem worth it at the moment, you know?
I think I might be in there if I was in there for a while, and then I'd be like, and nothing happened. I'd be like,
Wait,
there's
Can I
no
say,
one...
you boys really bring the worst out of me. I don't normally talk like this on other
Some
podcasts.
would say it's the best.
We're bringing out your shadow self. You're a
take some-
Jungian...
Next time I say something like that, I'm going to do it in Irish accent so the audio listeners think it was one of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I take a bit of bum stuff to play The Last of Us now and again.
Hugely overrated game in my personal opinion.
Oh,
but
I like the series. Series 2, I
whatever.
don't think they quite landed the plane, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Children of Men, which is an amazing film.
Wonderful
You would
film.
know as a film man.
Alfonso
They're allowed
Cuarón.
kids now.
Quran, yeah.
Yes. Alfonso.
You get shown at a Scandinavian prison. They put you in a kid in your cell with you in a PS5.
So,
You can play with one of them.
so Liam, would you, if you were in prison, you were fantasizing about it because there'd be no access to booze?
Yeah,
And-
but it was like an obsession where it's like, oh, I wish I could just not do this for a bit. Do you know what I mean? I would get
Right.
so much done.
Yeah.
I would have so much more money.
crosswords and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I do like
Playing
crosswords.
chess for 4 hours at a time.
Oh god, it does sound quite bleak when you put it like that. Maybe I should go back on the booze. I'm not fucking sitting playing chess for
Do
it.
you think you would ever go back for fun? And just to really throw people off?
The only way I could imagine me ever doing it, when I think, I would have to win the lottery.
Is there any way you'd
know?
go back on it now for us for views? For the podcast? I just think it'd be
Comedian destroys sobriety.
Yeah, interesting. I would, would I, like, if it was a guarantee?
I remember a great time. I think it was Edinburgh Fringe 2022, maybe 2023. Somebody came back from the bar and you'd obviously asked for a non-alcoholic beer, and they were carrying like 3 plastic cups all with like different beers in them. And I think it was Mark Jennings who was like, I think that's yours, Liam. And you go, well, it better be.
Yeah, you kind of have to be sure about that
Yeah.
because otherwise it will ruin and probably your life.
Well, Liam was like, listen, tonight will be fun.
Well, yeah, if that happened, if I drank a pint and then someone was like, Liam, that was the fucking alcohol one, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
let's deal with the repercussions of this tomorrow. Right now, let's just enjoy whatever's going to happen.
Yeah.
And if I wake up in Thailand, well, I will deal with that when I wake up. But right now, let's fucking just go. There's no point being sad now. I'm already drunk.
Yeah.
Do you think is that it with you? Like if I took a whiff of booze or I had some, is it like next thing you're drop kicking a baby into a recycling bin, or like is it? Do you think it's just one drop and now we're off to the fucking races, full throttle?
I think my thing is I do everything at like 100%.
Yeah.
So like if I was
Southall would love that comment. Southall is listening right now and he just literally went to a video. He just went,
Rock and roll. The devil horns are up.
Rock on.
But that's kind of what I did with Southall. I was like, right, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do it fucking hardcore. And I lost like fucking 20 kilograms and like was working out every day, like obsessive. Do you know what I mean? That's why I play chess 4 hours a day. And so if I drink like that as well. So I'm the same with sweeties and like sugar stuff.
Can I ask you a genuine question? Did you ever get the feeling? I only met the guy or talked to him about 3 times. Did you ever get the feeling this guy is the head of a very dense and large paedophile ring? Did that ever cross your mind? Because
be dense?
in the 3 dense as in it's densely populated it's densely populated in all areas of the UK and further afield. Because in my 3 meetings with him, I couldn't help.
You didn't go to any of them.
feeling.
I couldn't help but know deep down. I've rarely known anything as much to be true that this man is the mastermind of a very large and dangerous paedophile ring.
Southall's Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think there will be
He
documentaries
does
made
live on
about
the
him.
coast, I think.
Jeffrey Repstein.
Now that's good.
He's quick, isn't he?
He's very quick. He's very good.
Yeah.
But if I said Jeffrey Epstein, he wouldn't give me. He'd say, "Oh, stupid."
Yeah.
Stupid. He doesn't like anyone else doing puns. I've noticed that because he's pun king. But he is very good at them. But if I did that, I know he'd be like, you've got Down syndrome. That's what he'd say to me.
Yeah. I've heard him
God,
say
you're
it.
being very mean. This is the rape of Pun King.
What? I don't know about the rape of Pun King.
Isn't it the rape of Nan King? Isn't that like a Vietnam
Yeah,
thing or
Nan
something?
King. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Pun and Nan. Listen, you were
it's
so
2 letters away.
You were
know what I mean?
flying so high after Repstein.
After
That was-
Epstein.
Do you know what I mean? You got drunk on the sauce a
He
bit,
did,
and then
he thought the rape of Pun King was going to fly.
Gotta laugh. Gotta laugh out of Mike.
the wrong
fun,
it was
it was
a
a
different
bit
kind of laugh.
it is a bit of
There was
fun.
no respect in that laugh.
There rarely is.
There rarely is.
For Repstein, there was a little bit of unwavering respect. He didn't want to give it to you, but that's the
No.
best kind. You know when you make a comic
Yeah.
laugh and they look at you, they go, "You fucker." Like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. You got me with one of your cheap tricks.
Yeah.
You little devil. I've been had. You fucking robbed
You
me again.
stitched me up like a kipper.
Yeah. Right. So you're Southall, and so you didn't get the feeling that this is one of the greatest villains of the 21st century. That didn't occur to
I
you.
think
just got
I do
big
think there's a
and
darkness
thin and
to
strong.
anybody
Yeah,
who
yeah.
is that he's like a diary of a CEO type guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Big
And
time.
anybody who's like that, and there's some of them in comedy who we know who
Diary
are
of a pedo.
untrustworthy, just
No.
people.
Diary of a pedo. No.
It's a joke I wrote for Finn versus the internet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see it, so can't I gave you your due for Repsy. I told you he wouldn't give me any due. I say Diary of a Pedo and nothing. And
No,
this is what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Only I can make great
It's a
puns.
one-way street, isn't
It's
it?
well, with puns, definitely. He's
Yeah.
actually good on other things. But he feels he has a monopoly on puns.
I don't like being known as a pun person. I
Then
don't
stop
know.
making
Yeah.
a million
It's a
puns.
compulsion.
It's
It's
fun.
a true compulsion.
Puns are fun. They're fun like conversationally. You
I
don't
like
want too
them,
many
yeah,
in,
on stage.
You don't want too
can't have.
many on stage puns.
You have one or two.
Guys who are pun guys, I get the pedo sense from them.
Yeah. Yes.
The on-stage pun people.
They are very. It is kind of like
They're pedo-coded.
Well, what it is it's the ice cream van of the mind, isn't it?
Go on.
Do you know what I mean? The ice cream van of the
exactly
mind.
what you mean.
You do know what I mean. Well, it is. It's little do. Like children will think it's good, and it's kind of like little sweet little thing. But
There's
at the
no
end of the day,
substance.
it's cheap and there's no substance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
And
want
it's just-
gelato. You want the scoop of proper. But you're
No,
anti
don't even-
gelato.
don't even
he
get
loves
us-
soft serve, and I'm
I was
proper
raised
ice
on
cream
soft
boy.
serve. That's what my father loves. That's what we love eating together. And it was one of the things we bonded on. And I just love it. And sorry.
It's
Oops,
a nostalgic thing. In fact,
Yeah.
for me, for Ireland, it's a nostalgic thing because Farrah's shop across the road from my nan's used to do soft serve ice cream, and my dad, because we were technically on holiday, even though we were just in a shitty little village in West Ireland, we would be allowed ice cream for breakfast, and we would get soft serve ice
Whoa.
cream. So that's
Sick.
That
That's
rings true for me as
100%.
well.
That's 100%
None of this
mindset.
woke gelato nonsense.
It is the woke mind virus at play there. I do think it is. And it is kind of like,
Just like dairy ice cream.
this
I
one.
love a Cornish vanilla.
London dairy ice cream.
Nice.
There we go.
Here we go.
Did you do that joke in your? You did like puns. You did do puns in your last show.
Vito.
What? The new one? You can't say
Yes,
nothing
you
anymore.
did ice cream
No, I didn't do
puns.
that one. I did a couple ice cream puns.
Did you do London Dairy? Oh, well, fucking re-record the special. Come on, do it again.
It's about to tour.
Re-record it. Start again.
Start again. Get it out.
Put London Dairy in there. You can have that for free.
But Limo, where did you holiday in Ireland when you went?
The West, County Mayo.
County Mayo. And so that's really like you're going from bad to worse there. You're going on holidays to a worse place than where you're from, really.
Well, I know I'm from Dagenham. I'm from Dagenham.
Dagenham is dog shit, is it?
Yeah,
or
Dagenham
hot
is
diarrhea.
Often when they have the
liquid
list
shit.
of like worst places to live in the UK, it's always like Dagenham, Bradford, Hull. Dagenham's
Okay.
always up there.
Can I just ask, and have you been to Dagenham?
I think I've
why
been
would you
near.
have?
I've been. Is Havering near Dagenham?
It's
Havering.
the borough of Havering, kind of, but it's not the ship. It's not really the ship bit.
No, Havering's quite nice because I played an orchestral concert there outdoors in the
They
park.
wouldn't have orchestra in Dagenham. That'd
No,
be received
that's-
violently.
that 100%.
People would start kind of rubbing their legs like bulls and bucking into you.
Rubbing their legs like crickets.
If they saw bassoon, they'd start kind of biting themselves.
They would assume it's some sort of witch
Yes.
object.
Yes, some sort of homosexual activity. That's not your
That's
accent.
northern. Yeah.
Mike is unbelievable at impressions apart from any English person.
Yeah.
You
At
can
all.
do an Essex accent though. I've seen you do it on stage.
I have, but I'm not sure which one that is. I'm just
when
sometimes
you
I'll
do the
slip
bit
into one.
about they're
The
on the
sitting
plane.
on the plane.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's Essex.
Yeah, actually, I can do that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
all right.
Dagenham.
No, I can do it if
That
I'm
sounds
like
like the girls in my
intentional
school that bullied
and like
me.
someone's like, do learn that one, and then I can learn and I'll be fine. But when I just think in my head, like Dagen, like your accent, it's like what is
So
your
I
accent?
don't have a strong accent because I went to like a drama college and they were like, no one's gonna give you acting roles ever if you speak like that, and so they kind of taught you how to speak differently.
Did they
and then
hit
jokes
you?
on them. No one gave me acting roles anyway.
Shout out to Emmy Award-winning Danny Dyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or BAFTA? BAFTA.
Yeah.
Can you
He's
do?
not winning
What was
an
your
Emmy.
original? What did you? What
That Essex voice you just did is how people sound like where I'm from. So I'd be a bit more like that.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Nice.
How you doing? You
I like that. I like that.
fucking slave.
Oh,
Jamal,
you do.
actual Jamali Maddox is from
He's from
Dagenham.
Ilford. He's from
Well,
Ilford.
Yeah, but
it's
he
what happened
says
with
he's
Jamali. It's
from
actually,
Dagenham.
listen, God bless Jamali, right?
Oh.
The comedian, not your partner.
This is the first time
Fuck
we've
her.
actually
And
encountered
not
this.
her, I tell you that.
Not to put Jamali
Nasty,
on blast,
nasty
either
little-
of them, right? But
Yeah.
like, so I was already a comedian when Jamali started, right? And I was at that point, I was the only fucking comic from Dagenham, right? I was
Nice.
Dagenham's number
You
one
like
comedian.
fucking nice one, mate. All right.
And then I heard there's this comic who's doing well. He's from Dagenham. I'm like, great. He was on in Edinburgh. I went to see him, and he spoke about being from Dagenham. And I was like so excited. There was someone else, and he was great.
Yeah,
They're doing
yeah.
like this really interesting stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was
Cultural criticism.
Yeah.
And then I found out after he's from
He was a
Ilford.
person of colour, you found out after. And it didn't sit
And
well
I
with
was
Withnail.
like, whoa!
Whoa!
Nobody mentioned this. Jamal with a name like Jamal. That doesn't seem right to
Do you think
me.
you know someone? I thought his name was John Marley.
And then I found out he's from Ilford, but he said Dagenham because he was like, not enough people know Ilford.
cultural
People know
touchstone.
Dagenham, and I was like, that is cultural appropriation. You, Jamali Maddox, would not know how that feels.
And how did that make you feel, Liam? Did you think he's taking your character?
Stolen Valor.
Stolen
Stolen
valor.
Valor. Yeah, but then Michael Adewale come along, and he's actually from Dagenham, and we went to the same school.
Adewale is from Dagenham.
Yep, so Sharon Wanjoni. So the three of us were the Dagenham footlights, is what I call us.
Wow.
He acted because Michael is like I love Michael Adewale. He kind of appears to me as someone who's just kind of appeared from like the astral realm or somewhere. He's very kind of philosophical, very kind of a beautiful soul.
He was in my brother's class at
He's
school.
mysterious.
yes,
Yeah. And Sharon Wanjoni grew up on my street. 10 years younger than me.
so it was a hotbed for creativity, stars, and show business.
Because I was trying to
I
figure
guess
out
so.
what little pocket or there is like the densest population of comedians from. There's fuckloads from Croydon.
Yep.
There's 3 of you from Dagenham. There's 4 that went to my school.
The hotbed would be North London, surely. That's just where everybody seems to be from.
I can't think of one comedian from North London
Jacob
other
Hawley.
than Tom Rosenthal. Jacob Hawley's from Stevenage.
Where's that?
Outside London.
Yeah, it's north of London. Yeah,
I think he thinks though, and I think Jacob Hawley is a deeply mentally unwell man, but I think he truly believes he's from North London.
Well, that's all people from Stevenage do think that.
Yeah, and I think he gets
Arsenal fans from Stevenage are big North London forever vibes.
He does get his, because he'll be like, yeah, I'll live here with my missus and my boy. This is how Jacob will talk, and he's obviously not even from London. I think he's from away, but he's from the countryside. But yeah, my boys, I'm going to live in North London forever.
Have you been to Stevenage? Because they do all talk like that. It's a deeply depressing place.
No, I haven't, but I know Jacob's friends, and I mean, it's one of the biggest, little kind of cohorts of just rah-rah heads. Yeah, debauched men. They're all not one. There's not one bit of common sense between them. They're great lads, but they are all out of their minds.
Proper man mates where they all have crazy nicknames.
Yeah,
it's like Big Dave, Stupid Tim.
Yeah. So fun. They're great men. They are great men. He was telling me you were going to be invited on the stag. Did he tell you that?
Oh, I didn't know that. That scares me.
I know, because
Jacob Hawley's stag would frighten me.
I think. That's the Coke train.
It's Coke train. It's either to Benidorm or somewhere else.
That's the Coke Funicular Railway.
Yeah, but he was talking to me about
it. It is powered by water. Very different way.
He was saying to me the other day, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to, you and Beep Boop 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 will be... And he did refer to you as that, and I appreciated that.
I've got the wedding in the diary.
Will be invited.
I've got his wedding in my diary, even though it's August. I'm slotting it in.
Wow.
It's the start of August.
They're going to beat you. Like, the people on his stag are going to get very irate if you won't do an ungodly amount of cocaine.
I don't do cocaine.
I know, and that's what's going to be fun.
I'm going to sit very well with these boys.
I'll do other things.
Yes,
with Big T and Johnny Ankles and all those guys. They're not going to like that one bit.
Oh fuck!
But
and one guy just called Dog.
Well, he's got a dog.
He's got a dog.
Yeah, so he's called Dog.
It's all.
It's fucking obvious.
My dad used to have a mate in Mayo who was called Blackie, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you guess why he was called Blackie?
I mean, I know what my dad was called and why.
Yeah.
It was because his hair used to be black.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And when he went grey, they started going, oh, that's Blackie. Here he is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was another man whose nickname was Taliban because he was always getting into fights.
Right. Yeah, that's the natural thing you call him. We're all getting into fights, is he? Oh, the Taliban. Well, this other guy as well, we'll call him Al Qaeda then. Because, they're the only people we know who've ever
getting into fights.
got into fights globally.
Hello, I'm going on tour. I did a show at the Edinburgh Festival. It was called Big Strong Boy.
Banger show, loved it.
And it's going all over the place. Cities.
Get tickets to Liam on tour, find them on his Instagram, all that stuff.
Yep.
I'm on tour in January with a whole bunch of dates around the UK and Ireland. Mike,
I'm on tour starting in just probably
now.
2 weeks' time. Starting November. I'm going all over the UK and Ireland. Tickets at microscomedy.com. If you're anywhere, I'll be somewhere near you. So get the fucking tickets now.
We have a sponsor.
Oh,
we're sponsored by Surfshark.
I fucking love them.
Do you ever do like I was using a VPN recently because I've been watching The Traders Ireland, and you can't watch RTE Player when you're in London.
Can I ask you something? Because
you did Uncloaked.
I was
behind the scenes.
I was behind the scenes, and I love The Traitors. I've watched all the UK seasons. I just think it's the best show.
Yeah, such a simple concept, done very well.
It's so sick. I got a VPN yesterday. I bought a particular VPN. Then I went to watch but this will help this. Then I bought, and then I went to watch The Traitors, an Irish one, and the website said no, we detect you are using no.
I'll tell you what you need.
Yeah.
Surfshark.
Because it wasn't Surfshark.
Because I genuinely did use Surfshark to get on and watch The Traders. And it's better with Irish people in it. And that's why you need Surfshark for the VPN.
Nice.
Basically, and the other thing that Surfshark's good for is like, do you know when you like stuff just feels like you're being tracked a wee bit on the internet, and then they feed you ads about stuff. You know, you're Googling Pringles and then it shows up Pringles.
Yes.
Surfshark will save you from that. Because you're talking about Pringles so much that you're probably always getting sponsored ads for Pringles.
I am.
Let's cut that out. Let's get Surfshark involved to protect you from the nefarious advertising of Pringles.
That's right.
Or maybe they're competitors.
Yeah, well, that's it. Because then sometimes their competitors are like, we want to get that Mike coin. And I get, from like Snackers.
You need a big shark to protect you.
Right, yes.
That's why you should use Surfshark. It keeps your browsing private and stops companies, trackers, and random Wi-Fi snoops from following you around online.
Yes.
And here's what I love. Surfshark, you can protect unlimited devices. So say you want to watch The Traders on one thing, something else on a different device. Maybe you're watching 3 different episodes of The Traders at the same time.
Yeah.
All on different devices. You're absolutely fine. One account covers it all. No juggling logins.
Nice.
They also offer Surfshark Alert, which gives you a heads up if your personal information like your email or passwords have been leaked online. It's like an early warning system for your digital life. Like, you know, they have security systems for your home.
Yes.
Like a bouncer for your online life.
Yes.
That's what, like having a shark to protect your stuff.
My stuff.
And it's completely risk-free. Look, if you don't like it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just head over to surfshark.com/parenting and use the code parenting at checkout to get... Guess how many months? Not 1 month, not 2 months, not 3 months. 4 months extra of Surfshark VPN.
It's beyond belief.
Use code parenting or go to surfshark.com/parenting.
Sweet.
Get involved. It helps support the show. And it's very helpful and useful and good.
Get it. Come
Bye.
on.
Back to the show.
Bye.
You're now you're sober. You're in a relationship for 10 years. Are you married?
Yeah, married. 9 years married.
You're married. Do you miss the single nights?
Did she slot in post sobriety or did she catch the end of the hurricane?
Just post sobriety. She's never seen me drunk. Yeah.
Then she doesn't deserve you. You're sober.
Yeah, that's true.
And were you doing a lot of?
You should show her a little. Give her a week.
She's seen some videos.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some footage.
Can I?
Yeah, actually, I can. There's one particular video which I showed in an early Fringe show of me at Gareth Much's fucking 21st birthday party, where I'm really in a bad way, and I'm singing Radiohead to myself I'm
a creep in the corner. I'm a weirdo.
I know, Liam. It's going to be a really niche Radiohead song, even when he's steaming.
It's Reckoner. It's Reckoner from In Rainbows.
See?
Yeah, dog shit. Now listen, absolute dog shit. Cop on, throw on Robbie Williams and stop being a fucking clown.
You should listen to Niles Barkley cover Reckoner by Radiohead. Actually, Radiohead are cancelled because they're fucking Zionists.
Yeah, because they're big fucking Zio fuckers.
But anyway.
But so when you were at Boozy Susie and you were fucking...
Boozy Susie the Highland Floozy,
you were sucking every keg in Scotland dry, and were you doing a lot of? Were you a man of the night? Were you spreading seed around the streets of Edinburgh? Were you dropping the anchor in the odd port? What the hell was going on?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, the thing is, if you go out drunk regularly enough and you're doing stand up, then things will just occur. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to present you like I was like fucking.
No, but it's a sort of cheat code. I've never been single while doing stand up, but it does. Like,
it helps, and then if you do the gig and you are going to be drunk at the gig after anyway, then anybody who happens to find you doing stand up charming for whatever reason, alluring, anybody who sees confidence as like something that they find sexy might also be there, and then occasionally some. Because
I heard that you were quite a sticky character.
It's not, who told you that? That's not true.
I heard, quote unquote, he'd stick it in a crack in the wall. Withnail.
I had this. I'll tell you this.
That's why you get a monkey bar so much. There's so many cracks in the wall.
I wait until everyone's gone and then I stick it in once. Even sober, I wait until David's gone to sleep. And
they don't even like call in someone like to like a plaster. They just get Withnail in there.
And let me tell you, them installing cameras has made things really difficult for me. I get my footage after gigs and I'm like, listen, nobody wants to see this.
Yeah, I feel bad for you and like Jennings now that you can't get up to shenanigans actually in the club.
I tell you, this happened once. This is fucked up, right?
Good.
So brace yourselves, because this is
ideal.
This is quite a heavy one.
Oh, perfect.
I did a gig and there was a woman after the show.
Yes.
Rather taken by the stand-up comedy world, I would say. And
a chuckle fucker.
Thank you. That's one of the.
That's crude.
That's one of the unkind. There's also gag hag. People like to say it's unkind.
It's very unkind.
Yes,
it's very.
I think
nasty.
there's more agency to chuckle fucker than gag hag.
Listen, I'm not saying either are good.
No,
I'm just giving you a further example.
But gag
of one.
hag has the word hag in it.
Yeah,
which to me makes it worse.
Yeah. Maybe it's unkind to even say that she was this. You know, I think you have to have slept with more than one comedian for that to happen.
Maybe you were just taking on your own merits.
Yeah,
maybe
she was a Withnail hag, and those exist too.
A lame
lover,
yeah. So we went back to my place and we did the dirty deed. And,
Sex?
Yes.
From you to her.
From me to
In
from
out,
me
in
to
out.
me
And
at
her, and her to you.
In out till the job is done.
And
Yes.
and we went to sleep, and then we woke up in the morning, and we decided to have a bit of morning sex.
Liam, you greedy bastards. That's not. Now, I take it the night before, but the next morning.
No, hangover sex is a beautiful, wonderful thing.
Yes, except when after we had finished,
Uh-oh.
we were just having a sort of post-coital chat.
What?
And
You were talking to the woman. Now you've lost me. Now you've lost me altogether.
and she was like, "Hey, this is weird, but I can't feel my arm."
What did you do?
And
Liam.
I was like, "Oh, okay," and then she was like, "Yeah, I can't move it," and I was like, "What?"
You sucked her arm off.
And
What the hell?
and then she was like, with her other arm, she was like, "I can't feel my leg." And I was, so I should preface this by saying she's fine, right? She
You
is fine.
shagged her numb.
And
You-
listen,
Wait.
and then so I was like, right, I'm gonna phone somebody because this is like scary.
Yeah.
And so I phoned NHS 24, and that was, I probably should have just gone straight to 999 in
I
retrospect.
think if you can't feel two limbs, that's probably a 999.
And they were
thing.
like, okay, let's do some quick tests. Can you ask her to raise her?
2 plus 2.
What's the capital of? No, and I'll answer all of these. This is great. And they were like, can you ask her name? And I was like, tell me your name.
Which is lucky because you definitely didn't remember. Yeah,
That's
they're
handy.
telling me to ask you. I know, of course, but
And at this point, like she couldn't speak. Like her speech went. And they were like, ask her to raise her hand above her head, and she kind of like, it was like a thunderbird. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
yeah.
And yeah, she was having a stroke, right? So she was. I should explain. She was 84 years old. No,
But it was time to act fast.
well, yeah, they were like, "There's an ambulance on the way," and I was like, "Okay,
So she was having a full-on stroke.
She naked?
yep."
Oh no.
So I dressed.
Did you wear
her.
protection?
Why does that matter?
Because you can't. You don't want to have
You
a
could
baby.
catch a stroke.
Yeah, you don't have a stroke,
What if
baby.
you got a sexually transmitted stroke?
You don't want a stroke, baby. You don't want a baby stroke, baby with a stroke. You don't want a
What's in the voice?
stroke, baby. You don't want a baby with a stroke. You don't want no stroke, baby.
That's what they said at NHS 24. It sounds like she's having a stroke, baby.
A stroke, baby.
That's crazy.
Okay, right.
You literally fucked her brains out.
Well, listen, I don't want to, and it's very hard to tell the story because I don't want it to be the chauvinist,
Yes,
like,
yeah.
but, it's a real, very scary thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I had
But
to
what
dress.
part are you like? Nice.
It's pretty sick.
Wait, I had to dress her, right?
Yes.
So I had to fucking put a bra back on and stuff like that.
Dress her as a nurse.
Yeah. Dresses her up in the kinkiest little outfit. Fuck.
Zipping up a gimp suit.
Of course she can't speak. You've got her mouth zipped shut.
The big ball gag.
She's got a ball. Her speech is really slurred. She has a ball in her
She
mouth.
can't move her legs. She's just completely cable tied.
And the ambulance came, so I had to like pick her up and take her outside, and they were like, "Are you coming?" And I was like, "I guess."
I already did.
Then he just fist bumps the ambulance lad.
Nuts.
Already did, brothers. And the boys were like, nice.
Liam, same as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, same as you. It happened again.
Everyone's dabbing, like everyone's like driving, like the whole place.
Yeah, like when there's a military parade and there's like the people come out on the streets to wave. They were
Yeah.
doing that, but just dabbing on the side of the street.
Even she's dabbing, but only with one arm.
That's how it was invented, I think. And just to reiterate, she's fine. She's fine. We're allowed to joke about this. She
Yeah.
gave me permission. And we got to the hospital.
Yeah.
And they fucking wheel her away, and I'm like fucking crying. Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
That's so jarring.
I was like,
and
she's dead.
terrifying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I found like,
And did you love her?
in a way,
Because you wouldn't have sex with someone twice unless you loved them.
That's correct. Yeah. That's
Surely. It's just, if you're a decent human.
yeah. This is. I mean, we're married now.
Yeah.
And then so the doctor comes out. Like I phoned my mum and I phoned the comedian Gus Lindburn, who was the first person to be like, "Nice."
Was your mum not congratulatory?
She was
Too busy
And
dabbing.
what was, because I don't think my mum would be top of the list just because I'd have to tell her I'd had sex.
Well, that was the awkward part about it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who else to call. Who do you phone in that situation?
Okay,
Mike?
Mum, I've got good
You gonna
news.
phone Mike?
Mum, I've got good news and bad news.
Good news is I'm a bit of a legend. Bad news is I am leaving bodies in my wake.
Yeah. There's a good portion of the female population of Edinburgh that is no longer functional in a physical manner.
And so Dr.
Is she going to be all right? No, all left, the other side.
Yeah.
No, come on.
No, come on,
guys. Come on.
Easy, Vito. Easy, boy.
So the doctor comes out and like he says
He
to
was
me,
gay.
This is to say that this is the 150th time he's done that joke, and he loves it. Yeah.
and I'm like, congratulations, I will not treat you any differently.
Yeah.
Is she going to be all right?
And he said, look, she's fine. She can be fine. We called it early, did the right thing. Everything, she can be okay.
Sick.
We're fine. Her family's on the way. And then he went,
You get to meet the parents?
and then he went, you can stay, but also her boyfriend is coming. And I was like, what?
God gave her the stroke for her wickedness.
But I loved her.
Oh, see.
And he said, I'm assuming you didn't know that. And I was like, nope. And he was like, so you probably want to get out of here. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go now.
One last fist bump and I'm gone.
I'm just going to do a lap of honour around the ward and then
High-fiving cancer patients.
high-fiving all the stroke patients.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
And then I went home and like she got in touch with me a few days later and was like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you had a boyfriend. I'm fine. You know, I'm alive. I'm going to be okay. You're allowed to talk about this in your comedy show. I hope you do, etc., etc. And then like a month later, she was like, I've got your present for, you know, saving me. Can I come and drop it off? And like she'd bought me like £100 bottle of wine, which at the time, nice. And
nice.
and then she was like, she came to my house and was like, should we have sex? And I said, no, I don't think so. And she was like, but I think you're going to be traumatized by what happened, you know, so we should just... And I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. But
Liam,
good luck.
Liam, now tell the story of what actually happened. Hey, Liam, now tell the truth.
So I can tell you what happened, and this is the one bit...
So you didn't shag her? She was there at your house. I know you shagged her again. I know it. Deep in my soul, I know
Mike,
it.
I'm telling you. I would tell you the truth. I would tell you
So
every
she's like, hey, you
little
just want to have
detail of
sex. You're just like, you're a boozies. You're a bloody sleazy pisshead at this point. And you're turning down...
It's 2 PM. You're absolutely wrecked.
Nobody turning down stroke pussy. Ain't nobody gonna turn down that hot, sweet ass stroke pussy. What?
What is that?
What? It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun is what it is.
Who is that?
Huh?
Who is that?
It's the doctor. Ain't nobody gonna turn down that sweet ass stroke pussy. Come on now.
It wasn't the Deep South. I should have said. Yeah.
And that was, if you want to know, that is an impression of a white person doing a black person. So it's actually completely fine.
So much worse.
Was that bad? Did that make it worse?
You should have said Deep South.
Ah, shit.
Not a black person.
Oh, are we not allowed to say black person? Is that not allowed now? Is that not allowed now? What do you say? I'm a white person or a black person. Is that gone? Is that gone off the table? What? Can fellas not have fun anymore? Can boys not be boys?
So I tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So and here's the one. Like when I said earlier, I don't want to be like chauvinistic. Like I fucking blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? Like
Too late for that because I think you're a king.
But here's the one thing that I will allow myself.
Yeah.
So what happened was she'd gone for a massage in the morning.
A massage.
And what she didn't know was she had a small hole in the top of her heart, right? So this is what...
You fucked a hole into her heart.
I was so drunk. You
Withnail.
ever get it? And she's like, oh, not in there.
Sorry, wrong hole.
The fucker shot a hole into me heart last night. Dirty bastard.
So what happened was, during the massage, a blood clot had formed in her leg. And it had travelled all the way up her body.
Yeah.
So this is the initial time. Sorry.
This is the initial time.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the first time when it all kicked off. So she massage morning, blood clot leg. Throughout the day, it travels up, and then it gets to her heart, and it's kind of just in her heart. And she has this little hole, and then that hole can sort of like open a bit if something strenuous happens. And in the doctor's words, something strenuous like having a big poo or having an orgasm.
Having an orgasm that you've caused verified by a doctor is a beautiful thing.
Now,
Or
one question.
she had a big shit when she got to my house.
I was going to say, was there a big poo in the bed when she left? It's going to be.
Yeah, but that was mine.
I told you, I was drinking every day at the time. So that is nice.
So I told a sort of version of that story in my friend's show 2 years
That's
later, and
such
she came along, and she's all fine, and
And she enjoyed it?
she couldn't speak, but no, she did. She was fine.
She nodded along.
Yeah, God bless.
God, that's a fucking great story. Do you know your one night stand story?
Yeah.
You never told that on this podcast. You know that?
I think I bloody have.
You haven't.
I can't.
You haven't.
Simply.
You only.
I simply must protest.
I actually
must
don't.
have.
I don't think you did. I don't think you have. Genuinely.
Okay, God, this is my only one night stand story of a sort of
One night
boring
stand.
life of monogamy. I've had a couple, to be fair to me, but
This was back when he was dangerous.
there was a brief period of
He was
maybe
dangerous,
18
sexy
months
Vito.
Dangerous V.
between initial.
Yeah.
Such a mad reference to
Yeah.
open mic London comedy.
About
Yeah.
fucking 15 years ago, yeah.
As the girls called it, V for regretta.
Oh.
It's vendetta, regret, because they regret shagging.
Yeah, that works.
No? Why did my puns never work? Why do my puns never work are good? Why do my puns never work or are good? Why? When I thought V for regret, I thought this is going to fucking have the room in bits. Nothing. And then Liam just goes, yeah, no, we get it. Fuck's sake. Nightmare. This is after last week's worst riff of all time about Planet Zoot. Yeah, I'm really having Sorry, go on. You were in your shaggist
So it was
phase.
about 18 months between my first ever girlfriend and then Jamali, who I'm now with, where I was sort of out and about on the scene.
You was out and about?
being a
Yeah.
bit more, being a bit
Out and
more
about.
frisky on the fringes of society, and I was at a birthday party, and I was very broke at the time. I was still a student, and I was living, I think at this point, probably one of my broker periods where I was living on about £12 a week and stealing sandwiches from old people.
Yep.
Wait,
there was
he just says you.
There was a scheme.
So he was just at him. Yeah.
There was a scheme at the sandwich shop. Eat.
Yes.
I think it's dead.
Eight, full stop. It was one of the first kind of like, the full stop is part of the name
Eat.
place.
Yeah.
Pure
Drink.
These types of things where the sandwiches, they were all made fresh daily, so at the end of the day they had to get rid of all the sandwiches, but they donated it to a local old people's residence, but then students would volunteer to bring
It's
the
not a great
sandwiches.
start to a story that I know it's about you shagging, because I feel like you're going to shag an old person.
This is just context of how broke I
we're
was.
going to put you like dick in a sandwich and like present it to you.
No, but this is just context of how
You were
broke I
poor.
was. I was very poor.
You were money poor, but you were sex rich.
And sandwich rich.
Yes, and cum rich. You were awash with. You had a fortune of cum.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and it would replenish itself daily after
Streets
your
were
night of
paved with cum.
carousing and pleasuring of women.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was at this birthday party, and it was quite a posh girl at the conservatoire I studied at. There was quite a lot
Really?
of them. And
No.
This is rock and roll at the
she
conservatoire.
was like a London lady, and her parents had booked like a room, I think it might have been like Bermondsey Social Club or something, which
Right.
sounds like a shithole but is quite trendy.
Yeah.
And they'd put X amount of money behind the bar. Maybe it was like $2,000 or whatever. And I'd never been at a party where there was going to be money behind the bar, and it was sort of like
Not even a wedding and stuff? Would you not do that?
no,
at
I
weddings?
was maybe 19. Like I probably hadn't been to like a proper like a
Kind of
wedding.
this
at that point.
Presbyterian tightness up the north.
Okay,
Don't worry
right,
about it,
yeah.
don't worry
Because
about
Irish weddings, I mean, I remember them
Yeah.
from the age of like 13. It's like, none of us have any money, but there's somehow $2,000 behind a bar.
it. That's right.
Yeah. But anyway, so I knew I was skint and I could barely afford to like get there on the tube, but I was like, I haven't been on a night out in ages. I sort of need to get this out of my system. So I'm going to tap on the tube, spend basically like money that I don't have to get there because I know I can drink for free there and I can essentially have a free night out. And my plan was to just like stand at the bar the whole time. And then anybody who comes in, I'll meet everybody.
Yeah.
Because everybody will go to the bar at some point and I'll chat to everybody. So I'm just there ordering double spice rum and Diet Coke, double spice rum and Diet Coke. Bang, bang,
Were
bang,
you
bang,
on
bang.
the rum and coke then too?
Oh, yeah,
You've been
yeah,
on
yeah.
about a minute now.
I'd say that was that was probably from when I was 18. I was on spice rum and Coke.
It's a good drink.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
lovely little
very-
So
drink.
your plan for this night was to really like, let's get as much free booze as possible. You're not interested in the socialising aspect. These aren't your
Yeah.
friends or whatever. That you're
Like
not-
they are my friends, but I see them all
But you
the
don't
time.
like them.
Like we're at.
You don't like any of them.
I do like them.
No,
but
remember
it's
you
just
told
that
me you
we're-
didn't.
Do you do a podcast with any of them?
Exactly.
No, but I
They
don't
don't
podcast.
seem like that you're really
I
friends.
don't podcast with people I like.
What?
That wouldn't be a fun dynamic.
That can't be
if
right.
we weren't enemies. That wouldn't be good to listen to.
Doesn't make sense.
If we just got on.
Boo. So I'm there, double spice rum and Coke, double spice rum, and then like it gets to the point where I've ordered for you and I'm just like literally propping up the bar and people are coming and I'm doing all right. And I'm like, oh, I could do one more drink. And I say to the guy, oh, can I get a double spice rum and Coke? And he's like, oh, we've hit a certain point where we're only giving people singles. Because the money behind the bar is running low, and I was
He's
like,
a
"That's all right.
fuck you.
Can I have 2 single spice rum and Cokes?" And he said,
cheeky.
"He said yes."
Yeah.
And I still had my cup from the other one.
Yeah,
so I
you've got
just
a loophole.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I put in a bit of I had like an IKEA double spice rum and Coke, and then I was delighted, but I was like, "This is my last drink of the night. I can't afford to buy a drink. The money's gone behind the bar." So then I proceed out into the dance floor. There's no point in me being at the bar anymore. And I'm dancing away. And this girl I've maybe met briefly once. I
Are
probably
you shit-faced now?
No, I'm just a good level of buzzed.
Right.
I'm just a good level of buzzed. But this drink is going to be like to the perfect level of buzz. Have a great night, and I've gotten the night out of my system. Dancing away, and this girl I've maybe met once. I think I served her at the SU bar when I was working there, but that's the only interaction we've ever had. We're like dancing away and doing whatever. And she walks up to me, and I was like, "All right, how's it going?" And she was like, "Oh, can I try your drink?" And I was like, sort of, like
In your heart, you felt no.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Like,
This is my
really,
last free
really-
drink.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
really
yeah.
necessary to me.
And so this is like a woman trying to flirt with an autistic man.
Yes.
And he's, yeah, okay.
No! Fuck off! Fuck off! No, it's my drink! I made this at the bar. It was originally 2 separate drinks, and I made it 1 drink. No!
I put a lot of effort into this drink.
Just in gushes of tears. No!
Eyes firmly shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. They stop the music and it's like, okay.
Go away. Just fuck off.
Fuck off. Please fuck off. Anyway, but I know that I'm like, even at that point, I was like, I know I'm supposed to say yes to this. So I was like, yeah, okay. And she sort of takes it and then like takes a sip. And I go to like take it back. And then she sort of like dances backwards with the drink.
Oh, come
and then
on.
gradually-
Come get me.
Come get me.
But gradually just drinks my whole drink in front
Dancing
of me.
thief. Young and...
And I stopped dancing and was like, why have you done that?
Right.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Why
she-
have you done that to me?
Just like, this is outrageous. Like, I'm so angry. And a woman
I
who's
would be angry at that.
clearly attempting to flirt with me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is
Well,
unacceptable behavior.
you're attempting it wrong.
You don't flirt through theft
Yeah.
of my prized possession, my rum and coke, which I've assembled myself.
How far does it go? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh, she's just like she's got taking money out of your bank account. Like,
walking out of your house with a TV, like, oh.
come and get it.
Your child, your only child. Oh, fuck.
Then
Right.
she sort of stands very close to me and goes, oh, how far away is your house?
Wow.
And I was like, oh.
I see.
She wants to steal stuff from my house.
She wants to steal the semen
I
from my
have
balls.
rum at my house as well. This is a problem. And I say to her, like,
I love this moment. I see.
He says it out loud. How far away is your house?
just one more thing.
Just one more thing. Right, go on.
And I say, oh, like 45 minutes or whatever. I was like, where are you? And she was like, oh, I'm just at the halls of residence, which is like, 20 minutes away. And I was like, and this was like maybe presumptuous of me, but I feel like I was on the right track. I was like, oh, that's cool. I have a rehearsal near there tomorrow morning.
Right.
And I was like, well, and then she was like, well, you just want to come back to mine then? And I was like, yeah. And
So this is how quickly this is like, can I have a bit of your drink? Bit of dancing.
Yeah.
Let's go fuck.
within 5 minutes, probably.
Crazy.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, man.
An angel.
Man, and it's around like 10 p.m. Like,
and
we're
what
not
were you
that-
rehearsing for the next day?
Mahler's Symphony No. 2 with the Guildhall Symphony Orchestra.
That's the big pussy getter, that one.
Yeah.
It
You
is
want
an
it- you-
absolute banger.
You want to be
fair.
drained to play that. You don't want to. You know what I mean?
I was on the
You
bass
wanna
drum
be-
as well.
Freshly milked to really play that properly. Right. So she says she's 20 minutes away. You say no.
So she's like, do you want to come back
Yeah.
tonight? And I was like, yeah. And it's like 10 p.m. So I'm like, she means later. Because the party is still in full flow. Like, it's kind of just getting started.
Vittorio.
Yeah.
And then I just like start dancing. And then she stops dancing and goes, what the fuck are you doing? Get your coat.
Right.
Right.
I
She
would
says-
just love to know the nature of the dance you did. It's like, I'm 20 minutes away. You're like, great, I'm going in the morning. And then just
Slide to the left. Slide to the
then he
right.
just starts going,
Cha cha, real smooth.
And I like clear instructions. She was like, get your coat. I was like, okay.
Wow.
I come back and I'm like, what next?
Yeah, okay.
And then we make our way out and we're walking towards the tube. And as we're walking along, she just like grabs my dick when we're walking along the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, right. Let's maybe like kiss a bit. And then we like smooch a bit.
Okay.
And then, but the whole time she's like making a beeline for my cock and balls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's wait till we get back to your flat. We're on the street in Bermondsey.
But
we
how
just-
late is it?
It was it's
Half 10?
Half
Is it
10.
dark outside?
Yeah.
Let the lady touch your dick, Vittorio. Grow up. Jesus Christ.
No, I have to meet someone. I have to get to know them first. Shut the fuck up.
But this
What are
is
you talking
Bermondsey.
about?
This is the home of Millwall fans, and this is a mixed race lady.
You think Millwall
we might
fans
have been
Oh,
killed
right,
to death.
Okay, you didn't mention that. Yeah,
Right.
Millwall fans wouldn't have gone
I was
kindly
being
for
a
that.
race trader.
Yes.
Right,
yes,
right,
yes,
right.
Yes.
So
So we're making our, and then we're on the tube, and then see him again, like on the tube, touch him, like
Can I interrupt your story very briefly?
Yeah,
Something I saw on the
yeah,
tube
yeah.
once. I was with my girlfriend at the time when I lived in Dagenham, and we were sat on the tube. We were just coming into Mile End Station, and there was a lady. It was early in the morning, right? It was like rush hour, right? And there was a lady sat down, and next to lady was businessman man reading the Financial Times, okay? And lady has hand in Financial Times man's like lap, and it's just like her little finger is just like gently caressing his balls,
Oh.
right?
Yes.
And
That's
so like,
kindness.
we're kind of giggling. This is 9 a.m. We're
Yeah.
going, Jesus Christ, this is a bit fucking
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, like next
you were
stop.
hammered at the time.
yeah, absolutely
I think
shit
it's Bethnal Green
faced.
next stop, maybe.
Yeah.
My tube knowledge is not as good as it was. Anyway,
From where to where?
Mile End to Bethnal Green.
On the Central line?
Yeah, yeah.
Big
Okay.
Bethnal Green bus.
So then, next stop, man gets off.
Man gets
right?
off.
Doesn't say goodbye.
Uh-uh.
Doesn't interact with her whatsoever.
Yeah.
They don't know each other.
No,
She's just been gently caressing his ball.
but that's an angel. That's a great woman. I would love a woman to do
We were
that.
like, what the what? And we were like, oh my God. And then, yeah, she was just,
That is nice.
and then she just went back
Surely
to,
they did know each other, but they just were doing a little thing.
I don't know, man. Because
That's a kink. No.
maybe, but either
But you
way,
got the
it's
strong
an
sense.
unusual thing to see at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
do you know what I
for
mean? If it's a
sure.
kink or a random
I said
strange.
maybe. I don't really want to know if you're together or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't understand why you just did that.
It's because you want to see Oasis the other night. It's in your
It's
head.
in my head. It's in my head, as always, this Sunday.
Yeah.
Sorry, go back to your.
Yes.
That reminded me.
On
So
the tube,
maybe
and the tube's a bit too well lit, even at night time. Like it's just and I was just like, let's wait. And she was like, sorry, I'm very dominating, but you'll find out more about that later.
Oh,
So,
no.
so
God,
she's
scary.
very. This kind of she's pawing at you like a kind of a demented bear to honey. Like she just can't stop, and at your crotch, just slapping at your crotch.
She also kept like nagging me. Like I just started doing stand up, like hosting nights at the uni, and she was like, I thought you were a dickhead from like your stuff on stage, but like you actually seem quite nice. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right,
But then that
From
hasn't
what?
changed.
Grabbing my cock?
yeah,
People still think that.
yeah. And then she was like, you know, like you just like people laugh what you're saying, but it's not like clever or whatever. And I was like, right, but they're
Yeah,
You're like, no, but Jeffrey Repstein. Do you not understand? It's
yeah.
that would have been early for
Well,
those shouts.
anyway, it's great to finally meet an intellectual, Mrs. Grab My Cock, Mrs. just publicly grabbing
not
cock.
Stuart Lee,
Yeah.
you hussy. So
Yeah.
we eventually get back to the Hall's residence, go up
Yeah.
to her room, get into her room. I close the door behind me, and by the time I've turned around from closing the door, she is entirely naked.
wow.
Like-
That's like almost kind of. It's strange,
It
isn't
was like Bruce Almighty, you know when he goes
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Woof,"
Like
and
an
all of
American's
his
Got
clothes
Talent
are-
quick change artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fat Asian guy.
What?
With the,
What?
you know the one who like steps on his t-shirt and takes it all off at once, and then it's just stood
Oh,
there holding
that
the
guy.
thing.
He's great.
Yeah. And then also he like always has like a napkin over his
Yeah,
cock,
yeah.
and then it gets,
Da-da. Yeah, that's good. He's great. We should get him on. I say we. I'm part of this pod now. I am the captain now.
welcome. It's colonized the pod. You are English. So,
Yes.
and I'm like, whoa.
So she's butt naked instantly.
Stalkers.
That's kind of class,
I mean,
but also a little bit like, whoa,
Yeah.
easy now,
come on.
easy girl, easy girly.
And she like big like step in and like pushes me onto the bed, and I'm
Right.
like, whoa, fucking hell. And then there's just absolutely no chance of me being on the top whatsoever. She is like pinned my arms down and is like kissing, and then like takes my clothes off, like some of them, and then it's just like on top.
Yeah.
doing
Some of your
the
clothes,
business.
what stays on?
Like
Socks.
shirt and like shoes are off, but like jackets off, but shirts on, and then trousers are undone. I would say to mid thigh.
Oh,
Yes.
like a
Fedora.
7-year-old using a urinal.
No, that's ankle.
Right. Okay.
Mid thigh, I
Mid,
think.
okay,
yeah.
right.
The
Yeah.
fedora you were wearing at the time stays on.
The purple fedora is atop my head where it
It
should
only
be.
comes off briefly for him to go, milady.
The fibers had fused to my head, and the so then we sort of, you know, she has her wicked way with me.
You're 36.
Yes.
God.
So you're like, because me personally, if I was in this situation at that age, I would have been frightened into erectile dysfunction by this woman. I think I would have got very anxious. But
Yeah, I've never had that.
Yes.
The anxious dick
Yes.
problem
Yes.
thing, whatever, for whatever reason, and I was just like,
you're not gay. I'm a homosexual man.
that could be it. That truly could be it.
Yeah. So go on.
And as far as I could tell, everybody got what they. Well, I didn't have a doctor to verify that everybody had a good time, but like, you know, it seems
I've got a certificate on my wall.
Yeah.
but it seems like, you know, everybody had a good time, and then we sort of turn over. I take my clothes off,
Yeah.
and then we sort of turn over, and then like, you know, in bed.
Snoozy time.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is nice.
A snoozy
nice.
Susie.
It's nice
Yeah.
to sort of snooze and have a little like weird cuddle that you're like, we shouldn't be cuddling. I don't know you.
I don't love you at all.
Yeah.
I do not love you.
There's still some wet bits, and now they're gross.
Yeah.
it's like
yeah.
There is
Before
that
they were
weird-
sexy, and now they're gross. Now there's a wet part, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Whereas
no
before
good.
it's like,
But then she
good
starts
God, woman.
like kissing me and grabbing me again.
Oh,
And I'm
round
like,
two.
I'm like, whoa.
A second milking.
Okay. And I'm 19 or 20, so I'm like,
your peak.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
And my reload is quick at this point.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
like-
You were cum rich at the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
a young cum billionaire.
Yes.
You had billions of sperm, famously at the time. Right.
So we start to build up to it again, all good, and then exact same thing happens. She like flips me over, and she's on top.
Okay.
And I'm just like,
And this is, I mean, how many years ago is this?
9.
So I would say this is probably before we reach peak pegging, right? But I feel like from the way that you're sort of talking about this is like a lady who probably by now has pegged more than
Almost
one.
certainly, I
Yes.
think she's a peggy lady.
And if
She's a
she
pegger.
is listening, message me on Instagram. Please. Please get in touch. I like the cut of your jib, young woman. This story hath excited moi. Now, please carry on.
So again, feel like everybody had a good time, but I wasn't really in control of the operation. You know, I was trying to, put a
You're
shift.
hanging in.
I was trying to put a shift in from underneath, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
difficult
you're doing what
to
you
do.
can, but yeah.
Exactly. We all do our best with what we're given. And again, turn over, ready to go to sleep, and I'm like, this is all right. And then
Did you have pajamas with you? Or
no, I was just in pants.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you are a pajama boy.
Yeah.
Do you have a sleeping cap? Do you wear a sleeping hat or no?
No.
Okay.
A little bonnet, a little bedtime bonnet.
Are we really winky hat?
It does, yeah. I just imagine you with one of those Rip Van Winkle, Jonah, the like.
And a little
the-
candle, he comes
Yeah.
out and out with a little candle.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, you're off to you're a snoozy Susie. You're off to land
Oh,
an
yeah.
odd.
And then she turns over again and starts kissing
Come
me and grabbing
on
me. And
now,
listen,
come
I'm 19 or
on.
20. Like my reload's good, but a triple.
Yeah.
Three
That triple
in a
is
night.
crazy.
That's
She's
crazy.
greedy.
And
A greedy vagina.
she goes, "Oh, it's your turn to be on top." And I was like,
It's your-
I would
Listen,
have welcomed
I'm a
this.
pillowcase at this
I
point.
could, I really could have at any point if
Yeah.
you'd given me that option at all, but oh fuck! And then we're building up to it, and I was like, oh, I might need a bit more time to build up to it. And then we're like, grand, whatever. And then building up to it, and then she just gets on top again, and I'm like, I just don't
come
know
on.
what
Yeah.
this. Okay, fine,
okay.
whatever. And like, you don't really know each other that well, so I'm just like, all right, fine. She's on top, and then at a weird sort of moment, she just stops and makes this really like shocked like face.
She realised you're Italian.
And
Oh,
I was like, you okay? And she sort of like dismounts and is sat on the side of the bed, sort of like
Yeah.
head in hands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, oh, I'm really sorry. I just get like panic attacks
Right.
sometimes. And I was like, that's okay. I get panic attack. Like, do
Yeah.
you need a glass of water? Like, do you need to breathe? Do you want
to have sex with me again? She's like, actually, yes. I want to go on top this time.
do you want another of my drinks? We're making you
Is this
drinks.
panic attack? Are you having feelings of guilt for being such a thief? Is that what it is?
If you think this is bad, Withnail fucked a girl into a stroke. This is like
You got
work.
nothing to panic about. You should be grateful.
You still hold your arms up. What's
You're
your
under
name?
arrest.
Difficult dynamic in my only mixed race sexual interaction with somebody. To be like, put your hands up.
We're role playing.
And then I get her a glass of water, come back in, and she's like still sort of freaking out a bit, and she doesn't know whether, like, sometimes she wants to be like hugged and then like really doesn't want to be hugged, and then all of a sudden she snaps out of it and starts kissing me again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Is
I'm
she
like,
quite drunk? Do you think? It
didn't feel like that.
Yeah.
But we're like kissing again, and then she stops and like looks really intensely at me and goes, "Can I tell you a secret?"
Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
And I was like, look, I don't really know you,
Yeah.
and therefore like I don't think it's probably like a good idea
I'm gonna have a panic
for you
attack.
to tell me a secret.
Well, it's mad saying after shagging her like 3 times. I don't think it's appropriate for you to actually tell me anything about yourself. That's crossing a boundary for me.
But I was just
But
like,
I did like sticking my thumb up your asshole.
but I just think it's a different type of intimacy.
It's a vulnerability.
And
You're like, I don't want to be vulnerable.
she says, no, I've never told anyone this before,
Oh,
but I
no.
really want to tell you.
That's
Right.
And I was like, look, I'm not going to stop you from telling me whatever
I'm gonna put my
it
fingers
is.
in my ears and go la 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 la.
But like, I just maybe like, are you sure? And she's like, I'm going to tell you. And I was like,
I
okay.
can't believe you wouldn't want this gossip. I'd be buzzing for
No,
it.
I was just like, this is not
Because
my place.
it's got to be bad. It's got to be bad.
And then she looks at me and says, I've always wanted to cut someone and lick their blood.
Oh, I knew it would be bad.
And I believe my exact words were, "Not me, thanks."
I would have said, "Get the fucking knife, brother."
And then we turned over and went to sleep in the bed. And then she got up and started tidying her room. I think she wanted me to leave, but I was like, I have a rehearsal.
Yeah.
I
We're not putting away the razors and going, "Not tonight." Yeah.
I've got Mallard too.
Yes. Jamali!
Jamali's here! Jamalo. It's a theme tune.
Well,
very well.
He's just boasting about his
You
shagging
demanded
days.
I tell that story. You demanded. You yanked that out of me like a rum and coke out of my hand.
Boasting about his shagging days here. We're trying to talk to Liam Withnail.
I've not got a word in edgeways.
I love asking him about his shagging because I've never like had shagging days.
Yeah.
And I'm desperate to
He was up to all sorts. He's been bragging about the whole pod.
Well, listen to the Patreon if you
I
want
was
to find
trying to
out.
talk to Liam Withnail, and this guy just...
We must be a break time.
No way.
Yeah, we've done on 15.
Come on.
We can have a break and hang out with Jamali.
No way, you're staying.
We can say hello.
Hello.
We'll do an insert of tour dates and stuff and plug stuff. Make sure you follow Liam on the internet and go see him on tour. Mike and I are on tour. We'll have plugged the dates in the middle of the thing. Patreon.com/parenting for another hour of disgusting, mucky chat.
Disgusting
Lad chat
filth.
from Free Money
Just
Boys.
locker room chat.
Nice.
We're going to compare cops.
Brothers.
Goodbye forever.
Patreon. Bye.